You can imagine how excited Pythagoras was when he shared his findings with his pals, a fraternity of eggheads known as the Pythagoreans. And he discovered that a pleasing sound was achieved when he took a basic tone and added a third and a fifth tone and sometimes a sixth, then a seventh. The Pythagoreans played using a flute and an early version of the bass violin and a lyre. Those same instruments today might sound like this. Now that we know what the instruments are and why we play certain notes and chords, the next thing to do is use them to play a simple song.
A simple song?
Bertie Birdbrain, you're the simplest one here. You name the song.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Oh, that song doesn't tell anything about music.
Then what about Old MacDonald had a band?
All right. And with this chart, I shall impart the instruments that MacDonald had.
Old MacDonald had a band. Hey! Old MacDonald had a band. Hey! Old MacDonald had a band. E-I-E-I-O. And in this band he played piano. E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, here, there, there. Old MacDonald had a band. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a sax, E-I-E-I-O. And in this band he played the sax, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, here, there. Old MacDonald had a sax, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a bass, E-I-E-I-O. And in this band he played the bass, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, here. Old MacDonald had a bass, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a horn, E-I-E-I-O. And in this band he played the horn, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, here. Old MacDonald had a horn, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had some drums, E-I-E-I-O. And in this band he played those drums, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there. Old MacDonald had some drums, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O.
Is everybody here?
Yes, teacher.
Susie Sparrow,
Here, teacher.
Bertie Birdbrain, here, teacher. The Canary Sisters,
Here, here, here.
Penelope Pinfeather,
Here.
Today we're going to study about
Ancient history,
Love and mystery,
mathematics, acrobatics,
reading, spelling.
storytelling.
No. The study of musical instruments is the subject for today.
The study of musical instruments is the subject for today.
Did you ever stop to think when the band plays rinky-tink where all the music comes from? From a toot and a whistle and a plunk and a boom.
That's where the music comes from.
Did you ever understand a symphony so grand, so bright and sentimental?
every instrumental, for the horns go toot.
The woodwinds whistle, the strings go plunk, plunk, too.
Then the drums boom, boom with the bing, zing, zoom.
And it comes out fine and true.
So remember what I say when the band begins to play, just where the music comes from.
From a, and a, and a, and a, that's where the music comes from.
Now, students, fly with me to the dawn of history. We'll start investigating the toot and the whistle and the plunk and the boom. It's very stimulating. 4 cavemen sat around one day, each with an instrument to play. Writing songs was their profession, performing at the first jam session. When a caveman blew through an old cow's horn, right then and there the first flute was born. Now let's look ahead in history. And here we are in Egypt in 2000 BC.
Now on the banks of the river Nile, the toot has certainly changed its style. And the kind of a note that the caveman blows is not good enough for the old pharaoh.
No, it's not good enough for the old pharaohs.
When Pharaoh heard the cavemen honk, he gave the fellow quite a conk. The Egyptians had discovered brass. This gave the horn a lot more class. The horns were very long and straight, longer and lower too. But wait, someone found out the sound's the same no matter what the shape or name. Valves give the trumpet extra sound. A French horn curves go round and round. The trombone smear is commonplace. And lowest of all is the double bass. Now, whether it's Dixieland or bop, a small cafe or a high school hop, the horn most always heads the band and rides it strong. Now, take off, man. Now back we go to ancient caves to see how the second man behaves. When this caveman blew on a tube of grass, the very first whistle came to pass. In order to make his cave girl smile, he had to improve his whistle style. And when he saw he was doing fine, he added more holes, about 8 or 9. By using his head instead of his feet, some genius found a way to beat this problem in a manner neat. With wires, pads, and pins aplenty, 10 fingers do the work of 20. The family of reeds has really grown. It now includes the bassoon, the oboe, the clarinet,
saxophone.
When our third caveman plunked on a string of his bow, it was the first plunk, as far as we know.
First you take the bow and sometime later
Add a little jar to make a resonator. Add a few strings.
listen how it rings. Change the jar to a box of wood. Slide the box down. Ah, pretty good. Add a few pegs to tune it fine. Change the shape a little. Now it looks like a harp.
Now, from here, there are two ways to go. Plunk it, or play it with a bow. Of the bowing instruments, there's the cello, and the bass. But most renown has always been the beauty of the violin. Piano, best for centuries, is played by striking all the keys. Lutes and lyres were plunked, but they aren't played very much today. Now people crowd from near and far to hear a good man on guitar. From our last caveman with his rhythmic slap have come all things that click or tap. Came rattles, bells, and we presume all other instruments that go boom. From tight stretched skins and bits of bone came tom-tom, drum, and xylophone. There are chimes and bells, and from the Congo, drums like the Caribbean bongo. A snare drum's needed, I'm afraid, to start a thrilling street parade.
Whistle and the plunk and the boom are very instrumental. Everywhere you hear a band or a symphony so grand in music oriental.
The toot and the whistle and the plunk and the boom
Are very instrumental for the trombones too. When the drums boom, boom with the click, clack, zoom in a Latin rhythm true. So remember what we say when the band begins to play, where all the music comes from a toot and a whistle and a plunk and a boom. That's where the music, that's where the music, that's where the
Now, our next subject for today is melody.
Melody? Like when you get sick?
No.
M-E-L-O-D-Y. The subject for today will be a melody.
Yeah.
Gosh, teacher, what is a melody?
Now, if you take a few notes, say 2, 3, or 4 notes, you can always add more. And pupils, what have you got?
What have you got?
You've got a melody.
Yeah. Now let us fly to nature and lend an ear to the multitude of sounds we hear.
I don't hear nothing.
Well, pull the dunce cap off your ears.
That's better.
When the robin chirps in the warm spring weather,
And the cricket rubs his wings together.
when the wind blows free through the willow tree,
Mother Nature's busy making melody. For the bird and the cricket and the willow tree.
Yes, the bird and the cricket and the willow tree.
Oh, you don't need a ticket for the concert in the thicket from the birdie and the cricket and the willow tree.
The willow tree?
The bird and the cricket and the weeping willow tree.
Of all the creatures on this earth, only 2 species can sing. Just us birds. And this animal called Homo sapien.
Homer sapiens?
Man to you.
You see? He even makes melody when he talks.
Well, what do you know about that?
And the female of the species is even more musical than the male. Here we have an example of a fugue, or overlapping melodies. Just like a bunch of women gossiping over a back fence. That's better. Next, we'll discuss inspiration. Now, I want each one of you to imagine a picture of something we make melodies about. Susie Sparrow?
take a lemon drop moon in a marshmallow sky, candy cane kid with a gleam in his eye. In walks a dream from heaven above, then a song fills his heart and he sings of love. Love, 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 love.
Penelope Pinfeather, recite your piece.
Sailing, sailing upon the ocean blue, gave the inspiration for the song we sing to you.
A life on the ocean wave, a home in the rolling deep.
Oh, here's another one. Oh, the old iron horse went chugging along, chugging along, chugging along.
They hammered up the rails with a bucket full of nails, singing the railroad song.
What about cowboys?
Get along with a ki-yi, yippee and a yippee-yi-yay.
Don't forget the Indians.
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie.
Are there any more?
fatherhood.
Oh, we sing about the moon.
We sing about the rain.
We sing about steamboats.
And we sing about planes.
Oh, we sang about beauty. But the fact remains that we never,
No, we never ever sing about rain.
Now, students, in conclusion, I wish to point out that beautiful symphonies are often created from simple melodies, like the bird and the cricket and the willow tree.
Oh, you don't need a ticket for the concert and a ticket from the birdie and the cricket and the willow tree. The bird and the cricket and the weeping willow tree.
Now that we know how music is made, we will proceed to the next lesson, harmony.
Oh, how happy we will be when we learn our harmony.
The father of music, as it's known to us, is an ancient Greek named Pythagoras.
How?
Pythagoras, the father of mathematics.
I thought we were studying music.
Ah, but Pythagoras is the father of both mathematics and music. Listen, first we'll need a string. Take the string and stretch it good and tight. Plunk it. Now divide it in half. Plunk again. See? It's the same tone, one octave higher. Now divide the next section. And the next. Pythagoras discovered the octave has a ratio of 2 to 1. With simple fractions, he got this. And from this, harmony in numbers developed the musical scale of today. The scale is identical on any instrument. Of course, he probably played it on a lyre. But it's just the same on a trumpet, or a saxophone.